Alex Murphy and officer down.
We are on the eve of a technological revolution.
We need to give Americans a figure they can rally behind.
Give your mom a kiss.
Hi, baby.
Too slow, boy. We're gonna put a man inside a machine.
He suffered fourth-degree burns over 80% of his body. If he survives, he'll be paralyzed from the waist down, confined to a wheelchair.
You say you can save him, but what does that mean? What kind of life will he have?
What kind of suit is this?
It's not a suit, it's you.
What the hell did you do to me?
Make him more tactical, make him look, let's go with black.
When the machine fights, the system releases signals into Alex's brain, making him think he's in control. But he's not. It's the illusion of free will.
I've selected 13 targets, all wanted for murder.
This is the future of American justice.
You need to speak to your son. Somehow, he's overriding the system's priorities.
The human element will always be present. Compassion, fear, instinct, they will always interfere with the system.
Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
He looks like a kitchen appliance. I mean, the materials for the RoboCop suit look so lightweight and cheap, he should have crops stamped on his forehead. That really caught me off guard and distracted me like through the entire trailer. Now, to be fair, last night a BTT viewer wrote me and said, "Oh, did you see the new RoboCop trailer? The world building looks amazing," because I was just talking about world building on Morning Movie News. And I have to admit, it looks like they have made quite an effort with this film, you know, not with the RoboCop suit, but with the film around, the world around that, with the set design and the technology design. That looks pretty interesting. So they didn't cheap out there. And they also certainly didn't cheap out with the cast. I mean, I'm so impressed to see Gary Oldman, Michael Keaton, looking, I guess, very Steve Jobs, maybe. That's why he's wearing a hoodie to like an important business meeting. And then also Samuel L. Jackson's in the trailer. So that's all very cool. But the main guy, Joel Kinnaman, I really liked him on The Killing Season 1. I stopped watching The Killing after that because, like many people, I was upset that they didn't end the, you know, the first arc of the whole season. They kind of totally left it open-ended. Joel Kinnaman was fantastic in that. And when he got this gig, I was very happy for him, and I could see why he was picked. However, clearly they didn't test him in the suit itself because he's just not pulling it off. I don't know why. It's hard to do. I mean, James Marsden has talked about how hard it was to play Cyclops because he had to wear the visor all the time. But the whole time I was watching this trailer, I was thinking to myself, besides the fact that he looks like a kitchen appliance, was that I was just frustrated and annoyed that Karl Urban's Dredd didn't get the attention and respect that it deserved. I was like, everyone's going to talk about this movie, but no one paid attention to Dredd, and Karl Urban acted the hell out of that movie with just his chin and his voice, and he was so impressive. And if you've not seen Dredd, watch it. I was late to the party, and I regret it. I wish I'd seen it in 3D in theaters, but it was a really, really good film. I was really impressed with it. As for this one, I just don't see any reason to remake it at this point. I mean, maybe I'll be surprised when I see the movie, although I was burned so badly by the Total Recall remake, it's going to be hard for me to, you know, to not just dread this film with every fiber of my being. But, you know, I can see that they have like the new kind of technology aspects, and maybe you could say, well, why not remake RoboCop because special effects have advanced, we can do more. And they seem to be, as I said, doing more around RoboCop, but RoboCop himself seems to have devolved, which I think is such an odd choice. So I don't know how I feel about this. We'll see. Oh, and the other thing that I thought about while I was watching the trailer was Cyborg. I don't think it's a good sign that I was thinking of a lot of other things besides the movie when I was watching it. Although I have to say, when the trailer did start, I saw this in front of Riddick last night. I was like, oh, it's RoboCop, finally. But it reminded me of Cyborg from the Justice League, and I was like, we can see Cyborg's face, by the way. And it made me feel like maybe that if the RoboCop gets any traction at all, that maybe Warner Brothers will put him in the next Justice League movie, whenever they might actually get around to making that. So what do you think of RoboCop? What do you think of this new suit? Do you think that they should do a remake? And what do you think of Joel Kinnaman? Can he compete with Karl Urban's tremendous performance in Dredd? Write your thoughts down below. Thank you for tuning in for this trailer review, and you can check out some more episodes right now.